Netflix on the PS Vita, does it still work? Let's find out. Welcome back everyone to another video. Robles Jr. here, and today we're going to be looking at the Netflix application for the PS Vita. Does it still work? Are we still able to watch some of our favorite movies and shows? To my surprise, yes. Yes, it still does work pretty good. And the other day I was watching Breaking Bad, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, and I was so surprised at how well it streamed almost flawlessly, and that's probably due to my crazy internet connection here. I have about like 1,000 megabytes of download speed along with 40 megabytes of upload speed. Now, to obtain this application, I downloaded it off PKGJ, and you can also get it off the PlayStation Store. And it didn't take too long to download. After the app was up and running, I had to log in with my Netflix and PSN credentials in order for me to get into the application and start watching my shows and movies. Once I was in, I was able to select any show or movie to watch, and it was pretty good. It also appears that Netflix supported on the PS Vita only works for the following locations: the United States, Canada, and Latin America. And I'm so sorry for all of my European peeps out there and all my Asian peeps, so you guys are out of luck on this one. The PS Vita you see here is my OLED model, or the fat model, or the 1000 PS Vita 1000, however you want to call it. It's running 3.60 Hinkaku Enzo, and it's working just fine. As far as the resolution, it goes up to 480p, which is just fine for the Vita, and it works great on this display. So we're going to be doing some tests and show you how Netflix works on the PS Vita. And the first thing we're going to do is check out my internet connection, and this is going to play a huge role on how Netflix is going to perform for you. So if you have very good internet connection, you shouldn't have any issues. But if you don't have a very strong connection, you might have some problems trying to stream some of these shows and movies. So let's go into my network and check out my internet connection. So let's test it out here. So right now my download speed is 7.8 megabytes per second, and my upload speed is almost 4 megabytes per second. So let's go back, and I think we can change that a little bit. So let's go down to power save settings. Okay, so that's disabled. You can disable this option to get a little bit more speed. I'm going to test this one more time to see if it's going to give me a little bit more juice. And now we have a download speed of 11.3 megabytes per second. So it jumps around a lot. I do apologize for the background sound. That's actually rain. And we haven't had rain in so long, so I'm glad it's raining. Let's open up Netflix. And we're just going to let it load here and see how long it takes. So that little window there was just logging me into the PSN network, and that's required for you to use this application. But yeah, it loads up pretty fast for me anyways. And I do like this older version of Netflix because of the way you can scroll through different scenes. I like clicking through different scenes. Nowadays you have kind of like that scroll, and you have to kind of guess where you want to go back to. And I've always liked that older style Netflix where you can actually select the scenes, which I'll show you here in just a second after it loads up. But yeah, pretty surprised on how well it works, and very thankful that Netflix is still supporting this console. And I think they should never stop supporting it. Going pretty slow, and I've been testing it for a couple days now, and it's been very good to me. But now that I want to start recording, it's acting a little funny. Not sure why. And sometimes what you want to do is just close the application and rerun it. Alright, so it finally loaded. There we go. And we have some of the latest shows and movies available to us. Pretty cool. Let's go to Breaking Bad. It's a very simple interface, you can see here, and here is the option to change the audio if it's available. So if there is alternate language audio, then you can change it under audio here to Spanish or whichever other language is there for you, and subtitles. And I didn't see an option to actually change this stuff while you're watching it, so it's recommended for you to change it here before you get started and just go from there. There's that very old loading bar at the bottom, very nostalgic. I remember having Netflix for the very first time when it first came out back in whenever, and it was pretty cool. So let's press the X button to pause. And let's see if we can scroll through our scenes here. So this is what I was talking about. I don't know, I have the Netflix on my TV, which is a lot different. And I don't like that style. I prefer this style, which gives you the different scenes of what's going on. Very nice. Also, another thing I noticed is that you can't really watch at the same time while another user is using it. So for example, my wife was watching Netflix in the living room, and I tried to log in onto my PS Vita, and it gave me an error saying, hey, someone else is already watching. You will have to turn this off, or take the application off, or stop watching from the other device. So it will recognize that, unfortunately. So I only pay for one user, just because it does get kind of expensive with all these different subscriptions nowadays streaming online. So yeah guys, that is Netflix for the PS Vita. It still is working, and if there's any changes, I'll make sure to update you guys whenever that happens. So if you have any questions, comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot, especially with the whole YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Take care guys, and I'll see you on the next one.